How to answer interview behavioral question, 10 scenarios and star answer. Behavioral interview question सबसे मुश्किल होते हैं क्योंकि ये आपके पास बिहेवियर से आपका फ्यूचर सक्सेस जज करते हैं। सवाल जैसे टेल मी अबाउट अ टाइम व्हेन यू मेड अ मिस्टेक या टेल मी अबाउट अ टाइम व्हेन यू डिसएग्रीड विद योर बॉस, ये क्वेश्चन आपको फंसाने के लिए नहीं बल्कि आपके कैरेक्टर चेक करने के लिए पूछे जाते हैं। अगर आपने इनका गलत आंसर दिया तो आप आपका सिलेक्शन खो सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर आपने आपका सही स्ट्रक्चर यूज किया तो आप एक स्टैंड आउट कैंडिडेट बन जाओगे। मैं सागर जायसवाल आज इस वीडियो में दूंगा आपको 10 टफेस्ट बिहेवियरल क्वेश्चन, उनके एक्सपर्ट टिप और स्क्रिप्टेड स्टार आंसर जो आप अपने इंटरव्यू में डायरेक्टली यूज कर सकते हैं। लेट्स गेट स्ट्रेट इनटू इट। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, टेल मी अबाउट अ टाइम व्हेन यू हैड टू ओवरकम अ डिफिकल्ट प्रॉब्लम। इंटरव्यूअर यहाँ आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी और इनिशिएटिव को देख रहा है। वो ये देखना चाहता है कि आप अपना रास्ता ढूंढते हो या सिर्फ कंप्लेन करते हो। इंग्लिश आंसर विद स्टार फॉर्मेट। जितने भी मैं आपको आंसर बताऊंगा दे विल ऑल बी इन स्टार फॉर्मेट। So first is situation. A client called to complain about a project a co-worker had delivered while that co-worker was on leave. Task. It was my task to listen to the client, understand the dissatisfaction and resolve the issue to protect company's reputation. Action. After assessing the problem, I decided to redo the work myself to meet the client standard. I worked for 2 days straight to ensure quality and deliver it personally. Result. The client was highly satisfied with the redelivered project. My co-worker also thanks me for handling the crisis professionally in their absence. Question number 2. Describe a time when you disagreed with a team member. Pro tip. Collaboration is the key. दिखाइए कि आपने कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को लॉजिक और रीजनिंग से सॉल्व किया, ना कि आर्ग्यूमेंट से। इंग्लिश आंसर विद स्टार फॉर्मेट। Situation. A co-worker and I were updating the company website but disagreed on the design. I wanted a simple and a professional while they wanted a colorful and a block focus. Task. My task was to find an amicable way that was in the company's best interest without creating conflict. Action. I suggested we create a two version of website and run A/B tests to see which one yielded more engagement and sales. Result. My coworker agreed to the test. The data show my version performed better and the company achieved its best conversion result yet. Question number 3. Describe a situation when you disagreed with your supervisor. Pro tip. ये क्वेश्चन एक रिस्की क्वेश्चन है। इंटरव्यूअर को ये दिखाइए कि आप रिस्पेक्टफुली डिसएग्री कर सकते हैं अगर आपके पास डेटा है तो। English answer with the star format. Situation. My supervisor wanted to launch a new product using a local store ad, but I felt online advertising would yield a better return. Task. I felt it was important to share my research professionally to ensure the launch success. Action. I spoke to her in private and presented the data showing how targeted and on Facebook and Instagram could reach a specific audience more effectively. Result. She agreed to a 50% budget trial for 1 week. The online ad performed significantly better, leading her to allocate 100% of the budget to my suggested method. Question number 4. Tell me about a time when you made a mistake. Pro tip. Honesty is the key. इंटरव्यू को गलती से मतलब नहीं है, ओनरशिप और लर्निंग से मतलब है। इंग्लिश आंसर विद स्टार मेथड। सिचुएशन. इन माय फर्स्ट जॉब I volunteered to work in a different department for a week but forgot to write it down in my diary. Task. I missed the shift which caused a complaint to reach my manager. Action. I felt embarrassed but immediately apologized, rushed to the department to start the work and took full ownership of the oversight. Result. I learned a valuable lesson in an organization. I now maintain both paper and a digital diary for all my appointments to ensure I never miss a responsibility again. Question number 5. Describe a situation when you delivered excellent customer service. Pro tip. दिखाइए कि आप कस्टमर को वाव फील कराने के लिए एक्स्ट्रा माइल जा सकते हैं। English answer with star method. Situation: a customer came in for a product seen online, but our system incorrectly showed it in a stock when it was actually at our distribution center. Task: the customer was irate, and it was my responsibility to put the thing right immediately. Action: I apologize, arrange for an urgent 24-hour delivery to the customer home, and secure a 50% refund for the inconvenience. Result: the customer was delighted with a prompt resolution. I also worked with the IT to fix the inventory error to prevent further issues. Question number 6. Tell me about a time when you work under pressure. Pro tip: स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट चेक हो रही है, दिखाइए कि आप ऑर्गेनाइज एंड मेथोडोलॉजिकल कैसे रहते हैं. इंग्लिश आंसर विद स्टार मेथड. सिचुएशन: my manager asked me to take on a colleague's duty while I was already working on a time sensitive task of my own. Task: I had to reprioritize my entire workload to ensure every task was completed to an exceptional standard. Action: I created a color coded priority list like red for urgent, green for low priority, reschedule non essential thing, and block out my calendar for a deep work. Result: by staying methodical and focused, I completed all duties on time and maintained a high standard of work. Question number 7. Tell me about a time when you had to adapt to a sudden change. Pro tip: in 2026, adaptability is a most sought after skill. देखिए कि आप एजाइल है या नहीं. इंग्लिश आंसर विद स्टार मेथड. सिचुएशन: आवर कंपनी शिफ्टेड टू completely new CRM system overnight with a little training provided. Task: I needed to become proficient quickly to avoid a delay in a client service. Action: I spent my evening watching tutorial and practicing on the platform demo mode to master the feature before my next shift. Result: I was the first in my team to master the system and ended up training 3 other colleagues to ensuring zero downtime for the department. Question number 8. Tell me about a time when you went above and beyond your job description. It's a research based question. Pro tip: दिखाइए कि आप सिर्फ जॉब नहीं करते, ओनरशिप लेते हैं. इंग्लिश आंसर विद स्टार मेथड. सिचुएशन: while working as a developer, I noticed that our support team was receiving repetitive tickets for a simple login issue. Task: though it wasn't my primary task, I wanted to improve the overall user experience. Action: I took the initiative to write a simple script to automate the fix and created a one-page FAQ for the support system. Result: reduce login related support ticket by 40%, allowing the support team to focus on more complex customer issues. Question number 9. Tell me about a time you handle a difficult client. Pro tip: पेशेंस एंड एम्पैथी दिखाना जरूरी है. इंग्लिश आंसर विद अ स्टार मेथड. सिचुएशन: आई वाज डीलिंग विद अ क्लाइंट who was shouting because of a delayed delivery. Task: my goal was to de-escalate the situation and provide a concrete solution. Action: I listen without interrupting, empathize with their frustration, and stayed calm while investigating the delay in real time. Result: I managed to expedite the shipping and provided the client with a direct contact line for a future update. The client later sent an email praising my professionalism. Question number 10. Tell me about a time when you showed a leadership without being in a leadership role. Pro tip: leadership एक एक्शन है, पोजीशन नहीं. इंग्लिश आंसर विद स्टार मेथड. Situation: our project team was falling behind a schedule because of a lack of a clarity in a task distribution. I wanted to help the team meet the deadline without waiting for a manager to step in. Action: I organized a quick 10-minute stand-up meeting to list out pending tasks and ask volunteers to pick an item based on their strength. Result: this small shift in organization boosted morale and we successfully delivered the project 2 days before the final deadline. The standout outro. दोस्तों, ये थे 10 बिहेवियरल इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन जो आपको किसी भी इंटरव्यू में एक स्टार बना देंगे. इन आंसर को सेव कीजिए और इन टिप्स को ध्यान में रखिए. अगर आपको ये रिसर्च अप्रोच पसंद आई है तो वीडियो को लाइक करें और कमेंट में लिखिए प्रिपेयर्ड। करियर में अगर आपको स्टैंड आउट करना है तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग।